Hi guys, I'm sorry I've been away for so long, and you're probably asking me one of two things: where's he been all this time, and why the hell has he bleached his hair blonde? Answer to the first one is I've just been busy with work and things, and I've had other interests, and I bleached my hair blonde for the Euros final, which sadly didn't work out. But let's get on with the video, and today we're going to be looking at the ultimate sex, drugs and rock and roll band, the Rolling Stones. I mean, there's 23 albums altogether, some really good ones and some terrible ones. Let's not sugarcoat it. But anyway, before I start on the albums, I'm just going to say that as Brits, we did kind of get the shit end of the stick with the albums, because the Americans got all the singles that we had on their albums, so they didn't need to buy the singles. But yeah, we had to buy both. So in 23rd place is A Bigger Bang. Yeah, it's the second dual album on the trot. Third, I beg your pardon, Voodoo Lounge, Bridges to Babylon, and A Bigger Bang. And it just couldn't end quick enough for me. You know, I was skipping songs that I'd like just a minute left on them. I couldn't stand it, really couldn't. Streets of Love is an alright song, but the rest of it is just terrible. Number 22 is Emotional Rescue. Didn't enjoy this album either. She's So Cold is okay, but I'm just in no rush to ever revisit this album. Number 21 is one that people mostly put right at the bottom. I wasn't far off. It's Dirty Work. Want It to the Body and Sleep Tonight are the only saving graces on this album. But yeah, again, it's awful. Number 20 is Bridges to Babylon. Not great at all. Anybody Seen My Baby and Already Over Me, they're decent little ballads. And the last two tracks, Thief in the Night and How Can I Stop, both sung by Keith Richards. They're decent bluesy tracks. Yeah. So number 19 is the Undercover of the Night. I enjoy the first three tracks. Undercover, She's So Hot, I do like that one. It's great poppy new wave track. And Tie You Up is alright as well. But yeah, the rest of the album is nothing to shout about. Number 18, Voodoo Lounge. The first half of it's alright. You've got tracks like You Got Me Rocking, The Worst and Out of Tears, but it just drops off for me a bit after that. Yeah. Number 17, we've got The Rolling Stones number 2, their second album obviously. No improvement on the debut really, mostly covers again. Time Is On My Side, which is from Hot Rocks, so I like every song on Hot Rocks. Yeah, that one's okay, and Everybody Needs Someone to Love, that's quite good too, but yeah. And now the next few albums, I mean, those out of the way, I don't particularly ever want to hear them again, to be honest. But the next few are decent albums, and at number 16 we've got Steel Wheels, the last album to feature Bill Wyman, because he left in 1993, a year before Voodoo Lounge came out. The opening track, Sad Sad Sad, quite a good heavy rocker. Also like Rock and a Hard Place, and Continental Drift's a nice song too. Number 15 is the debut album, The Rolling Stones, released in the US as England's Newest Hit Makers. There's only 3 tracks written by the band, but the best songs on it are Tell Me, Walking the Dog, and Chuck Berry's Carol. Yeah, there's definitely room for improvement on this album. Number 14 is the most recent album, Blue and Lonesome. It's entirely made up of covers. There's no songs by Jagger and Richards in this one, but I think it's a return to form in a manner of speaking. Some great blues songs from like Little Rain, Commit a Crime, the title track, and I Can't Quit You Baby, which has been covered by many artists, including likes of Led Zeppelin. Yeah. But 13 is Between the Buttons. I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, when I first heard this one, because I mean, the US version is probably better. Again, they've got stuff like Ruby Tuesday and Let's Spend the Night Together, the ones that we had as singles. But yeah, I mean, they were releasing singles left, right and centre that were pretty much topping the charts, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, this one, a bit disappointing, I thought. I do like songs like Obsession, My Obsession, Miss Amanda Jones, and Something Happened to Me Yesterday. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy it that much, but yeah, it seems to lack a bit of creativity, but it's not the worst thing they've done. Number 12 is Tattoo You. Some hidden gems on this here, to be fair. We all know Start Me Up, great song. But I like side 2 on this album. It's like sort of on side 1 you've got like sort of rockers, on side 2 it's like sort of ballads. And I like Heaven, Waiting on a Friend, and yeah, solid album really. It's only a couple of naff songs on it. Yeah, not too bad. And number 11 is Out of Our Heads, another album where the American release is a better version. I mean, they've got songs like The Last Time, Play With Fire, and Satisfaction. So yeah, we do get stuff like Hitchhike, Heart of Stone, and the youthful driven tune I'm Free to Do What I Want Any Old Time, which they certainly did do that, the Stones in the 60s. Well, and probably after that, I guess, as well. Yeah, it's a decent album. And number 10, you're probably going to think it's criminal of me to put this here, but Exile on Main Street, you can see that. Yep. Sorry, I'm just not a fan of the album's like raw and muddy sound to it. No. There's a few decent tracks. I mean, Tumbling Dice is alright, Let It Loose, and Shine a Light. But I mean, it's a double album, and there's also quite a lot of crap spread across it as well. Sorry. But yeah, number 9 is Black and Blue. First album with Ronnie Wood in the band. It's a bit of a mixed bag really. I don't care for their attempt at reggae, which is Cherry O Baby. But I'm a sucker for a ballad, as you know, so I do like Memory Motel and Fall to Cry. And Hand of Fate is a decent song as well. And number 8. Aftermath. Show you this one, it's on a nice purple vinyl. It's exclusive to HMV. Lovely that is, very sort of like a purpley ice pop colour. Yeah, very nice. I mean, again, the US release had Paint It Black on, which is playing now incidentally. We didn't get that. We had it as a single instead. It is one of my favourite Stone songs as well. But we do get Mother's Little Helper, which is like a euphemism for drugs. Lady Jane is a nice Baroque ballad, and Under My Thumb, great song too. But yeah, I mean, I think this probably would have been a couple of places higher if Paint It Black was on the UK release, but oh well. I do like the cover better though on the UK one, where it's all purpled out, whereas on the US version it's all sort of like the band members are like blurred out on the cover. Yeah. And apparently it was also sort of said to represent the youth culture of the swinging 60s. Yeah. I mean, it's also the first Stones album to be written entirely by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, no covers. Yeah. Number 7. Semi Rock and Roll. Good album. last album with Mick Taylor on guitar, but that shows his talent on Time Waits for No Man, which is another one of my favourite Stone songs. It's like a sort of whirling guitar solo at the last few minutes of it. It's great stuff. Yeah. Title track, It's Only Rock and Roll But I Like It, is great too. And If You Can't Rock Me and Fingerprint File are good too. So there was that one. Next one is Some Girls. I don't know if all the covers have this cut out bit on it, but mine has anyway. And yeah, I do like this album too. It's probably the last great Stones album that they did, really. Miss You, a great disco song. It's, you know, his distinctive riff about it. Sorry about that, but yeah. But the best track on the album is easily Beast of Burden. I mean, but there's something for everyone on this album, whether, you know, disco, funk, soul, rock, blues, yeah, all sorts on here. And number 5 is Beggars Banquet. This is the deluxe 50th anniversary edition, which I'll get out for you. Got the invitation sleeve, but then you've also got the graffiti toilet cover, which Snowflakes banned back in the day. You've got the original album, which is on a London label for some reason, not Decca. And then on the other bit, you've got a flexi disc. Japanese writing for some reason, but yes, that's got an interview with Mick Jagger. And then you've got 12-inch single in mono of Sympathy for the Devil. On the other side, it's etched with the toilet cover. I don't know if you can see that very well. Maybe, maybe not. Sorry, there's a bit of light. I didn't close the curtain, but it's still coming through. Yeah. I love Beggars Banquet. I mean, Sympathy for the Devil is easily the best track on it. I mean, I wasn't really fond of it to start with. I mean, I just thought it used to just be like woo woo for 6 minutes straight. But yeah, but I mean, obviously, I listen to the lyrics now and understand it more. I mean, yeah. But then it like sort of the protagonist, the devil, like talking about being at different key events throughout history. So yeah, Street Fighting Man's great track too. No Expectations and Salt of the Earth are good as well. There's that one. Right, number 4, which is one I don't have at the moment. It's Let It Bleed. You know, what way to close the decade for the 60s era, which was the best era of the Stones in my opinion. Begins with Gimme Shelter, that incredible apocalyptic intro. Yeah, it's like a war song about like war children. It's just a shot away. You got the like guest vocal from Mary Clayton, and where she like screams her heart out on that one. Apparently she was pregnant when she did that, and then shortly after she miscarried. I don't know if because she had that voice crack and well, she enjoyed herself, put it like that, but I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. But yeah, and then you got Love in Vain, which is not originally by the Stones, it's by Robert Johnson. Yeah, it's a bit of a bluesy ballad there. You got a country and western version of Honky Tonk Women. That was released as a single earlier in 1969. And the classic Midnight Ramble opens side 2, based on the Boston Strangler, of course, Albert DeSalvo. Monkey Man is one of my favourites on the album as well. And then the album closes with the slightly drawn out You Can't Always Get What You Want. Yeah, brilliant album. Some say it's a bit overrated, but who cares what they think. Number 3, another one I've got. It's Satanic Majesty's Request with the nice glossy multicoloured cover there. And on the back too. Yeah, people say that this one's very overrated and it's just a rip-off of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper, but I think it's a really good psychedelic album in its own right. Yeah. I mean, you've got some tracks are like very atmospheric, and you've got Citadel, 2000 Light Years from Home, Gumper, which has got like a variety of Indian instruments on it. It's not got the sitar like Painted Black, which I thought it had originally, but now it has got a lot of other things on it. And you've even got In Another Land, which is written and sung by bass guitarist Bill Wyman. That's a very rare writing credit for him. Yeah, good stuff. And there's only 2 left. Number 2, Goat's Head Soup from 1973. This is the 2 LP version that was released last year. You've got other stuff like, where are we? Scarlet, that's got Jimmy Page on guitar there, All the Rage and Crisscross. You got 100 Years Ago piano demo, and then some other alternate mixes and stuff like that. If you want to scare your kids to bed, show them that. Goat's Head Soup. Yeah, I mean, quite underrated. What's what? Heartbreaker, Winter, Silver Train, and the well-known ballad Angie. So, the only one to go. And that has easily got to be Sticky Fingers. Even got the zip cover. It's not an original British press or anything like that. It's European from mid-80s sometime, but yeah, great stuff. I mean, it kicks off with that classic riff, Brown Sugar. And we got beautiful soft country ballad, which we've just heard, Wild Horses. Can't Hear Me Knocking. That's a great riff too there. And then you've got the lovely guitar solo where you first got the saxophone solo with Bobby Keys, and then that goes into a nice soft guitar solo by Mick Taylor. And then side 2 is just as good. You've got Bitch, Sister Morphine and Moonlight Mile. Yep, classic album there. So that's everything, guys. Thank you for watching. And again, sorry I've not been around for a while, but well, to be honest, the reason I've done this one today is because I'm in self-isolation at the moment. I haven't got it, but I've been around someone that has. So yeah, I'm in self-isolation until next Friday. So I may do another video before then, show you what records I've bought since. Yeah. So until then, thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.